Welcome. I should say welcome to Japan. This is a library. I don't even know how to put this in. This is epic, truly epic. Let's go right to the good stuff. Here's seppuku, right? D2. All of these sounds are new samples in this library called Shogun. Bob Deddes has, this is his 8th library, and he's done cyberpunk, he's done chill with Moonflower tapes, incredible ambient libraries. Renegade is like cinematic rock, American rock and roll with like cinematic drums and everything. And then Summarize, beautiful, cinematic, epic, just dripping with history of Japan in some ways. It's really inspiring. Listen to that. I'm just holding one note. So I'll give you an overview of this whole library. Watch this. Let's go over here. There's all of these different percussion winds and stuff. I made this earlier. I've got it saved as a patch, but I'm going to actually just see if I can call it up. So there's signature patches. So let's call up Echoes of Ether Realm. B3. Right? So these are signature sounds Bob has created. And then we're going to go Unify layer. We're going to add 4 more layers from the library to this. And you won't wait till you see where this goes. So we need BPM Perk Ritual, BPM Perk up here, Jishiki A. Isn't that cool? Now we need the Taiko, Arts. This is a bonus patch at the end of the library. I'm going to make some more bonus patches because this stuff's just so good. All right. Now we need Ronin. BPM Perk Ronin. And this is insane. You have to turn this down a little bit because it's so loud. Ready? Little Peter Gabriel. And then we're going to add some bows. Bows 2 right here. This is just 5 patches from this library. I dig it. So, I'm expecting to see some epic cinematic film thing happening when I hear stuff like this, because this is just... It's incredible. So, this is Shogun by Bob Deddes. Now, Bob has started his own company now. He's graduating up the steps. You start working with someone as a partner for doing libraries and so forth. And if you want, you can continue to climb. And so he has started his own company called Sonic Vortex. And he has a Kontakt version of this library available. I'll show it to you briefly at the end. But he spent a lot of time on the interface and the effects and how it works, but it doesn't have any of the MIDI files, sequencer abilities. So all this kind of stuff, you will have to sequence that from scratch with the Kontakt version. It doesn't, there's none of those are in there. So just the maps of the samples. So I'll show you that at the end. My goodness, it has everything. Also, he has a really beautifully detailed, let me get this to fit the screen here. So if he goes through and he details out all of the different, the data here, the steps of it. Every sound Shogun was purposely built. A lot of these, he created these from synthesis. Some are samples, but a lot of these are also sounds that he created. He likes to work with Vital and some of the other software synthesizers, make the sounds, sample them to put into the library. So I don't know the secrets for this library. I don't know the specifics, but the end result is incredible. So there's symbols that we'll talk about, and those will show us a performance map to show you things, and I'll show you that when we get there. The library consists of 7 main categories: drones, effects, motions, signatures, and gestures. So we'll get to these when we get there. There's even Shakuhachi in here, which is really great. Percussion. Strings. And 7 winds. So one of the categories we talked about, effects. We could take all of these that are doing all this incredible stuff and have them stop at like C. And then from C sharp up, oh, we got to be on 12 because it's white notes if you haven't mapped right. So here's your war sounds and fighting and stuff that can go with the. So you can have a battle out. There's boom and hits, all sorts of stuff. So I'll show you the whole library in just a second, but this is just the overview. It's a large library, 7 different categories of sounds. And it's a steal for the price that it's at the website. So it's not inexpensive, but if you were to look at other library, I can't think of a library by anybody for anything that has this much content in this many categories. That wouldn't be like $299, $300, right? So the fact that it's under $100 is just incredible. Its introductory price is going on right now since it's just coming out. That's only for a couple weeks. So anyway, it's a really cool library. He did really well with this. So let's play with it. Let's get up here to the top. We start with some pulsing basses. After that big introduction, it's like, oh, these are kind of... But again, go to Unify layer. Let's do the Gishiki B. Oh, we gotta have Fist of Fury. See, it's made to fit into this stuff. And for this, you'd probably want to turn everybody else down and just have the bass be louder. So you turn these down by like 9 dB, double click this. You get the idea, right? So there's these different pulses that you, oh wait, let's go back to normal loading, that you'd be able to have working. Working with this. Then there's basses. That are just basses, no sequencing. There's macro knobs, of course, so you have the attack. Right? Sample start, all sorts of things in here to work with. Other basses. Cool. Trail. Cool. Okay, so you have some basses to start with. BPM Percussion. And I think middle C is like the normal pitch, but you can play it at whatever tuning you want it to be at. two together. I don't know if they go together or not. Anyway, you get taikos, because some are triplet based and some. I mean, so cool. And of course, with these guys, you can solo, turn off MIDI box, and you can just have these sounds. Let's see, does this show on the keyboard? No, not with these guys. So there's 10 of these. Different vibes. Different elements combined. Let's get a taste of things. Ooh. Oh, yeah. So it's got all the tambourines, all that kind of cool stuff in there. Yeah, so this is a sequence of 6 tracks. Yeah, so cool. Battle March. Combines with the taikos. Oh my goodness, Dragon Festival. I'm just gonna wear myself out just playing these. Cool. I mean, that's so much work to do all this sequencing for these. This is really impressive. Yeah. And because it's MIDI box, you'll notice that the timing can fluctuate and it can be accurate to whatever you sequenced. It's not quantized to a step sequencer grid. If this is a step sequencer grid, it would sound like crap. But because MIDI box is playing MIDI files for this, it's got to feel exactly how Bob wants it. These right here, they're off, but they fit the vibe, right? So cool. Okay, here's Ronan. And if you wanted, you could go over here and you could put our little jitter box, which does random timing. Put that in here. Give it like 15. Just enough so it fluctuates some timing randomly a little bit. Make it a little bit later. Make the whole thing 70. So there's ways to play with it beyond where it's at. Okay, Arashi bows. So you have different phrases to play. Cool. Rashi pose 2. Just little fluctuations in pitch. It's so cool. Then we have Koto riffs. Cool. Using blue ARP and setting it up so that it's playing the phrases. Here's Shyama-san. Let's have the Koto play along with that. Have some Fist of Fury. I don't know if that's supposed to go together or not, but with Unify, anything can go with anything if you wanted to, right? So super, super, super cool. All right, so there's all sorts of different riffs. Get a taiko. Very, very cool. Okay, onward. More riffs. Chords. Combine a bass. All right, so you get the idea there. Here's your drones. Very, very cool. There's 6 of them. Yeah, super, super cool. Arashai no Kage. So as you can see, there's lots of drones. Organic beds. It says E3, it should probably be E4. That sounds more like it. Wow. Just one note. Still going on. Here's the other. Very cool. So these are just these growing things that you could put percussion over and all this kind of stuff, right? I won't do it. I'm tempted to do it, but I won't. Very cool, very cool. Arami flute. All the chirps and stuff, very cool. Put this with one of these guys. Right? I'm just playing the transpose for the pad. Then have the drums come in. I won't go there, I promise. So if you need some cool chordal, you could take this. Let's open it through a sampler. It's got this stuff that the tone stands out strong enough that you won't, you just hear all that other stuff is like really cool stuff, you know? All right, that's just one of 4 different flutes. Then there's also the wraith's horns. Wow. Here's it. Very cool. So there's all sorts of different drones. Which there's all ways to change this around. It's really cool. Okay, now we get to some of these. This is where we have the keyboard map. In fact, here we'll hide Logic's keyboards because we don't need to see that right now, right? Let's see, where am I at? Yeah, we'll just have it like this. No, I don't don't need that. Go like this. All right, so booms. Yeah, yeah. Booms. Color-coded. For the different kinds you have. Here's the katana swords. Oh. You got me through the heart, man. Reversals. So you have shakers and all sorts of cool things to use. Oh, just white notes. So you put that with other scenes and the drones and stuff. You've got some cool things. FX, scrapes, and swells. The other cool thing with these, by the way, is that if you go over here and you choose just one of the samples, now you have that one sample across the whole keyboard. So all the samples that are here, they're not named. You can have access, you set to all, then it's back to this map. But if I want that, oh wait. There it is. Now I have it across the whole keyboard. Cool. So they are able to be pulled out if you want to do that. Whooshes and risers. Okay. All right. Then we get to the motion. Amanuta. So these you can play. I played with these. Just things are gonna pop up. Right? Crystal bells. Very nice. Hanko. So that's 3 notes being played. Just sparse things hitting with reverb. Very cool. So, all sorts of sound design things you could do as a composer with this. Kyoto. Ooh, the samples start. So, play more like a melody. Back to the beginning. Super cool. Sacred mirrors. Cool. So, all creative, all new samples. It's not stuff you've heard before for sure. I'm just playing chords. Okay, then we have 3 multis. I think these are like just to show some of the things you can do when you combine elements. Yeah, so you can do a whole scene with these. Here's the Dawn of War. Right, and Edo. Cool. Pads. Very nice. Sorrow. Nice. All right. Asynchronous percussion. That'd go well with the cloud forms patches and samples that I did last week. Got the whole keyboard to play with. Oh, we got all sorts of these. Okay. Cool. These don't have a sync to time, so they're asynchronous, which means you could layer them with things that do have sync, and it'd just be this like crazy layer in there if we go like this and this. Maybe we'll do like both. You know, so you can do stuff like this. There's just somebody in the back that's just like, very cool. Love it. Love it. Bob did great with this. Okay. So there's others asynchronous. Oh, let's see. Those are rattles. Let's hear them by themselves. Cool. So there's different samples on the keys. How many samples are there? Let's see. Ah, nice. Cool. So, cymbals. Sticks. And it's doing round robins, so it's different samples. So there's your hits. Cool. Very, very cool. Plastic drums. And they can be dry. So you have an insert effect. You can turn it on and off if you want. A Hayoshiki. Great. Suzu. Suzu rattles. Put that with the drums. That'd be really cool. I won't. No, we won't. We won't go there. Tambourine rattles. Cool. So you got multi-samples of taikos. There's an orange one, a red one. You could layer them together if you want. Pan one left, pan right. And then again, just to make it a little bit more variety, go to Creative to Jitterbox and give one of them some random timing. It just makes it so that the timing of one part is off enough. Sounds like two people playing instead of this, where they're playing at the same time. So, and of course, turn it down a little bit because some of these are very loud. Anyway, so taiko rims. Let's hear it by itself. So the stick hits. Very, very nice. Then you got some menus where you have hello. So the big drums are purple. The different hits. You can do different variations. Small. Or, of course, the thing with Unify, we can say, let's combine those together. Off you go. Beautiful. Okay, so there's percussion, phrases, all that stuff. Let's get into the signature. These are signature samples. Yeah. Very cool. Isn't that low end? Man, beautiful. And that's with no EQ. If you want to, you could go over here to the EQ, add loudness. Set this, this would probably be no more than like 11. And that would just like round out that low end even a little bit more. Beautiful. Lament. So there's so many of these. Very, very, very cool. Onakage. I've been to Japan probably 25 times. It's been 20 years, but for a number of years, I went quite often with Korg working on different workstations. And so so hopefully I'm not chopping these up when I say the names. Bushido Arc. Domo arigatou gozaimashita. Very cool. All right, Keras. Jeez. And of course, go up, get the drums going. We won't do that, but you can hear it. That's just beautiful. Spectre. Right. Okay. Howls. This is doing a round robin, so it's just randomly calling a different. And there's also on the wheel menu, so you can. You probably have to go over here to the macro controls. Here we go. This is using the layer enable, which is really cool in that you can be playing a sample and keep it going while you change to another one, then play that one. You have all these going at once if you wanted to. It's a very cool feature. Very cool. And then also the wheels. Between them, shakuhachi gestures. Each time you play a note here, it's going to be different. Oh no, these are different samples on the. It's the same on each note. There's just a bunch of. It doesn't say random. And then the wheel. So there's 12 gestures. Cool. Koto. So this is the high menu. He has some other variations. So here you can play it just as a keyboard. If you come down here to these are set to scales. No. So you can do that kind of thing. All sorts of interesting things. Here's a light version. Oh, wait. So there you go. So you're switching between different shamisen. Cool. I don't know my scales very well for that. Winds. Oh, let's play the spiccatos really quick. Really, really nice. So you've got a whole bunch of different things in the string category and then the wind category. Hikuri pan. And they have it says it can be mono or duo. But since you can't do more than two if you're playing two of the pan pieces together. But if you want, you can cheat. You can go over here to the voices in Guru Sampler and bring it up and then play pads and so forth with it if you want. So there you go. All right. Really cool. Here's shorts. Really cool for putting melodies over everything else you could build up. And then an okinaburu. Like an ocarina. And again, you could go to duo. And if you went to if you went in here, you could make it be more polyphonic. Then there's the 6 different groove songs as demos. I showed you this earlier. Here's Red Autumn Silent Springs. Just really, really well done. I'm going to let you guys explore these and play with these and be surprised by these. I'll play one more, Honor and Betrayal, but the rest of them you gotta experience it yourself. Load the library, have it come through your speakers, be like, it's really awesome. Again, there's just one note, playing big MIDI files that Bob created. Back to the beginning. And then the groove that I created that is one of the bonus, and we'll make more of these because these are, I have to have a little softness, so it's too loud. There we go. Update. So we'll make some more of these. Such a cool library. I can't think of anything like it. So if you want some really unique sounds to play with and put them into your music to give it a whole different flavor, this is like the 7 spices for udon soup that you get only in Japan and Tokyo somewhere from a little tiny shop. I've been there. I've had that udon. It was so good. Oh my gosh. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you, Bob, for making this. Oh, I was going to show you real quickly. If we go over here and we say Kontakt, and let's say Kontakt 7. So here is the Kontakt version of the library, which you can get at Bob's website. And that link for his website will be in the video description. And so you could say to the percussion, and they have all these different things. So we could say, let's see, let's go up here to like this so you can see what's going on. And this is the Epic Percussion. And you can see he's got effects presets here, so which is really cool. So you have the ability to shape them, tone them, put the reverb and delay and all this stuff on here. Go over here to like the winds. Shakuhachi. Let's see, we got to close this and then go like this. So it is available for Kontakt only from Bob's website. And again, the link to his website, if you want the Kontakt version, will be in the video description. And the Unify version is available at pluginguru.com. So thank you for your support. Thank you for your interest in our libraries to keep us wanting to make new stuff like this. Because without people buying past libraries, we would not be here making libraries like this. So thank you. Big time thank you. All right. See you in the next video. Okay.